years ago, I did a betrayal trauma article series on my blog, and I'll add a link to that below if you're interested in reading those posts. On those posts and via email, women asked, what about sexual addiction when dealing with betrayal trauma? That's the question I hope to answer today. Hi, I'm Jen Grice, author of the book You Can Survive Divorce. I'm a divorce mentor and empowerment coach, guiding women to surviving and thriving after divorce. You can find out more about my ministry, my coaching, and my book at jengrice.com. Also, while you're there, be sure to sign up for my Surviving Divorce Roadmap e-course, or there's a direct link in the description below. So finding out that your husband or wife, disclaimer, I coach women, so I'll say husband a lot in this video at least, is having an affair, D-Day as we often call it, is a very hard time. Then you go talk to your pastor, your counselor, or some other helper or close friend, and that person tells you, well, your husband has a sexual addiction. This is their drug of choice. This can be a very confusing time. Is this the reason why he's cheating, and sometimes repeatedly? What does all of that mean? Does this give him a free pass to adultery? Well, a lot of times it happens like that, and if you experience that, you know how it feels. It went from being what you did wrong to cause the affair, or the marriage problems that caused the affair, like I talked about last week, to now he can't control himself because he's addicted to sex and or pornography. I understand a lot of people have addiction problems. I think that runs in families, and so if one person is addicted to alcohol, there's a better chance that children are addicted to something since it's in the genes. But at no time am I saying addiction is a made-up excuse to do whatever you want. For some, it is a sickness, but I still don't think any person should use addiction as an excuse for not thinking before they act. Those who have addictions have to think, should I go to the casino or the bar, or should I not? Who could I call to help me get through this difficult time and the decisions I'm trying to make in the addiction I'm trying to fight? But someone with a sexual addiction, usually after they're told, they often use it to say, well, I can't control my own body. It does what it wants. It falls into other people's beds without even thinking. See, that's what I don't agree with. I love chocolate. Oh, the chocolate and caramel is one of my favorite. Or fresh baked cookies with chocolate chip. But you know what? Instead of allowing myself to eat whole packages or several servings, I control myself. I also learned through research and seeking help to not crave chocolate so much or all the time or every day. That often means that my body is low on magnesium, which I already know this because I have lupus and I get blood work done. And eating something like cashews, which are high in magnesium, may help to fight those cravings. I also found that when I'm craving chocolate, those cashews actually stop the craving, even better than just eating a little bit of dark chocolate, which in my opinion is not an alternative. Now, maybe you're thinking chocolate is not the same as a sexual addiction, but I'd say they're both socially acceptable addictions, and really they're both a compulsion. There's a reward that comes with allowing our bodies to have these things. The reward is pleasure. And really, in moderation, chocolate and sex are not bad things. It's just people who don't control their compulsion to allow them to become addictions. I think this is where reality comes in. Most of us know the reality that we should take everything good in moderation. Too much of anything is bad. Sleeping with someone other than your wife or husband is not okay. And every sexual addict knows this as well. The difference is that they decide that they're not going to do what is right. They're not going to seek help when this compulsion or porn addiction gets out of hand. They feel the shame, but they just keep covering it up. While preparing for this video, I did some research. I had done research in the past about porn addiction, which I shared on my website. See the link below. But today, as I was reading, I found some new research that is saying, quote unquote, sexual addiction is rooted in depression. I didn't read too much, and feel free to look up that for yourself and share the links in the comments if that's true or not. But it made me think about the chocolate addiction that women have. Chocolate increases the level of endorphins released into the brain, which many antidepressants do as well. Sex does the same exact thing. I feel like I'm seeing a correlation here. Maybe not a causation, but it's interesting still. There's a lot of talk in the psychology world that says sexual addiction is not really addiction anyway, and they can't be cured like other addictions. But I'm not an expert on this, so I'll let you do your own research. But I'll just say, if you and I can get help for our depression or even our need for daily chocolate, a sexual addict can get help for their issues as well. any addict can get help. I just like to say, no more excuses. All people can get help for their mental health problems. We need to stop giving allowances for people who want to abuse those allowances or find people to enable them. We live in a society today that more and more people are seeking counseling and are coaches for their struggles. Any man or woman can get help that he or she needs to fight any addiction going on in their brains. Any of us can take control of our life, even you and me. So let's all get emotionally healthy together for ourselves and for our children. And remember, hold people accountable for their own choices and actions. So I hope this helped answer your question just a little bit more. I hope it was encouraging, empowering. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to be doing several other videos over the next couple weeks about betrayal trauma. So if there's a question you have about that as well, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to answer that question or share more in more videos. So I hope to see you in the next video. God bless.